Minister of Transport and Aviation Glenys Hannah Martin revealing in the House today the government's plan to re-establish weather services for Grand Bahama. You'd remember that the weather department operated by the Grand Bahama Airport Company was shut down back in December 2009, 3 months before a deadly tornado struck the Freeport Container Port, killing 3 employees. It was speculated that had the weather department been in place earlier, earlier warnings could have been sent. Today, Hannah Martin said that the Bahamas Department of Meteorology has already rehired 2 of the 5 people who were disengaged, and the remaining 3 will now be re-engaged at the new Grand Bahama facility.
The new Grand Bahama office will begin the process of providing complete and accurate coverage of weather observations and forecasts for the entire archipelago, and to further understand the vagaries of the weather. It will meet the need for meteorological observers to serve as tornado spotters, particularly after the residents' outcry as a result of the 3 deaths during the tornado event of March 2010.
Martin added that the government will expand and improve weather services in all of the Family Islands.
This is the first stage of an expansion plan of the Met Department to have human observers on each of the Family Islands and to do away with the automatic weather observing stations, which are very costly on an annual basis to maintain.
Minister responsible for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Michael Darville, also responding to the government's plan to re-establish the Weather Services Department in Grand Bahama. Mr. Darville says the 2-year suspension of this weather service on the island by the former administration has resulted in a number of deficiencies. He added that the reinstatement means a lot to the people of Grand Bahama at a time when hurricane season is at its peak.
The Minister of Aviation and Transport have already started the process, and we are now in the final stages for putting that facility in place in Grand Bahama. It means a lot for the people of Grand Bahama, simply because the people need to know exactly what is happening with weather as it relates to Grand Bahama. You could recall the tragedy we had at the container port as a result of the tornado, and the fact that we are moving into the season now where there's a lot of tropical cyclones in the area. The people of Grand Bahama need that service to be implemented immediately.